Hi all. Today we are going to discuss on how to approach an interview, and before for approaching an interview, how to prepare for that. We are going to mainly look on for interview preparation and what and all you need to prepare if you are applying for an IT company that is service based and product based. So in IT there are two type of companies mainly. That is a product and service. Service will do consulting work, like they will get some project from any bank or insurance, anywhere. So travel and all those things, they will get projects, and they will work for if they are getting projects, they will work for a particular client. So from there, uh, the the resource will be built. In case of a product, service companies will work for the product. Maybe what they will do is, uh, they will work for a particular bank or particular what to say travel or insurance and all those stuffs. So so in order to prepare for a product based companies, so if you want to work in a product based company, what and all skill you must have, that is we are going to discuss. So what happens is, first you have to first be thorough on aptitude. So whatever the problems you might have studied in school days, like percentage and train problem, how many men are working, like if one man is working for this much days, if four men are working for this much days, what amount of work in what day they can complete. Similar kind of questions you will be getting. So, and you should be good in logical, and you should be good in verbal as well. Then if you're going for any other company as well, so these are very important. Even if you're applying for non-IT as well, you need to know aptitude, verbal, logical. In case of IT, you will be going for programming. In case of non-IT, you should have technical skills related to that domain. So if you are applying for any company, so you should first clear the basic rounds. That is first aptitude, verbal, logical. Sometimes this will be the first. Sometimes programming also will be included as a part of the first round. So what you have to do is, you have to first be thorough on your basics. So your basics should be strong, and you should have one dedicated subject that you will say, this subject I'm very strong. You can ask me any questions, I'll be answering on that. So it's like, what will be your strength? You can say, I have good knowledge on this, let's say Java, Python, or artificial intelligence, and whatever the skills you have, you can specify. You should work on a particular skill so that you can showcase to the interviewer. So let's say if you are trying to appear for a product based company, so first, product or service, you should know your aptitude, verbal, logical, and all those stuffs, and as well as the programming, basics of data structures, and solid principles, all those stuffs. In order to clear for a service based company, like if you are from a non IT background, you can, if you are good in what to say aptitude, verbal, logical, and all those stuffs, you can easily clear the first round, and they will be checking on your basics like C++. So if you are from a non-IT background, you might not have exposure to all the programming languages. You might have, in the first year you will be studying C or C++, Python, or depending on the college courses what they have provided. Mostly you might have come across C++, and normal HTML, CSS, Java script, all those stuffs. So for people who were studying non-IT, let's say you are from electrical, and you are from electrical, mechanical, or civil, and if you wanted to join IT company, you should have at least a good skill on either C++, so that you can tell the interviewer that I am strong in this, so you can hire me. So I will be learning those steps, whatever the language you wanted to learn, I will upskill. That's what your thought should be. In case of non-IT, if you are very good in verbal, logical, C++, you might be easily able to clear the rounds of interview for a service-based company. Even for IT guys who studied computer science or AI, ML, or intelligence, they might test your only your basics in service-based company, not too much depth, unless interviewer wanted to test your expertise. In case of a product-based company, you must work on a lot of skills. You should work on data structures. You should know how the data structures works. Let's say you have how list works, how hash map works, how about linear data structures, how about non-linear data structures, how what is the internal working of that, how array works, how array list works, how array has been implemented internally. Like you should know all the data structures internal working. If you know that, if they give some problems, you can solve it easily. And they will give some problems and they will ask you to solve time and space complexity in case of a product based company. So you should know the notation of O of 1, O of n, and O of n square, all those steps. And you should be good in database. Now it is like you have SQL and NoSQL. So depending on the requirement, what type of database you have to choose, they will be asking all the steps. So in case of a service, if you are good in apps, verbal, logical, and in any one of the programming languages, if you know the basics, then you can easily hire at a fresher level. In case of a product, your expectation will be more. So they will be expecting how you will be designing in Instagram. Let's say Instagram is there, how they would have designed. So if you are designing Instagram, what and all the approaches you will be taking in designing. So you should come up with the approach. What will be your how your front end looks, and how your DB interaction, how that is your presentation layer client, and you should know how it will interact with the service layer and how it will be interacting with the database layer. So you should know all those stuffs, how it works. So basically in the high level if they are asking about any system design, you should know how Uber has been designed, how YouTube works, how Instagram, how they have designed Instagram. So you should know how it works and how they would have designed at a very basic level, and you should be able to tell if you wanted to implement that strategy, what and all approaches you will take. That and all you will be seeing over there. You will be getting in an interview. Let's say if you are going for any product based company, you should be able to know the data structures well, and you should know the solid principles well, and you should know the design patterns. So in what if you are coding something, what kind of design pattern you can use. So they will test in all the aspects, and they will give you some problems, and you will be asked to solve time and space complexity. In order to reiterate, for a product based company, you should work on your verbal, logical, and your aptitude. That should be strong. If you are good in maths, it will be very easy. First you should understand the concepts, how it works basically, then only you will be knowing. In case of interview preparation, like if you are working on verbal, logical, and all those stuffs, what you have to do is first you have to solve and see. Like in the day one, in the interview, if you are trying to solve, it will take much time. You cannot solve. If let's say in a half an hour you wanted to attend like 30 questions, 40 questions, let's say, you cannot take more than 1 minute for a question. So you will be losing 10 questions too. You will be unanswering. You will not be able to answer 10 questions, other 10 questions if you are taking 1 minute. So speed is very much important. So what I will say is, first if you are going for an interview, first be strong on aptitude, verbal, logical, then comes programming. So if you are good enough, you can attend any kind of interviews. Now you have a lot of YouTube learnings where there you can see, you can learn. If you are not able to study, right, you can see the videos how data structure works. So a lot of people have posted videos in the YouTube. So even you can take some courses like in Udemy, and a lot of steps were there. Even LinkedIn, you have a lot of steps. So you can use that. So first, you have to prepare all these things: verbal, attitude, logical, and the programming. Programming in the sense, you should know the basics of data structures and no, what to say, C, C++, whatever the language they asked. They will ask you to solve, check whether this is correct output, and whether it is syntactically correct, and you should know basics SQL. So you should know basics of SQL. So SQL you might be learning in your college days, so you should be brushing up all those concepts as well. And if you take like, once you clear the first round, you will be asked to do a system design of a particular thing. Either it could be a Facebook or Instagram, whatever it may be, Uber, or even Zomato app, Swiggy, whatever it may be. So you should take, you can see a lot of videos which is published on YouTube, how high level design, how they have done, and then you can take your approach. If they would have said something, and then you should think from your perspective how it can be done. So if you are able to impress the recruiter, right, recruiter in the sense interviewer, right, then you will be moved to the next round. So they will be keep on posting. If you are doing something right, you will ask how it can be done, how like if you have done this way, right, it will take much time. So on what way we can reduce the time? Is there any other better approach? They will ask. Always when they ask you to solve problems, don't give the solution right away. Ask whatever the questions you have in your mind, because your this thing is very much important. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So always work on your basics, and always ask questions before trying to solve any problems. So like, why I wanted to ask you to ask questions to the interviewer means, because you should get the requirements first. If we say something, and if you are trying to take out the requirement, and if you are not asking any questions, right, you will not be able to know what is there in their into your mind. So whatever the solution you are trying to design, right, might not be what to say, might not be satisfy their requirement. So you should be always pose questions before trying to design any solution. So if they ask you to solve, if they have given some problem to solve, first always solve in a brute force way. Then ask them whether I can solve in by reducing time and space complexity. So don't give the what to say, optimized solution in the first time. Always go with the brute force method. Then you just give the solution in a very good way, in an optimized way. So that's what. So always go through the basics and prepare well in data structures and solid principles and your design patterns. This will be common for all the languages. So if you are strong in it, you will be able to clear all the interviews. We can see you in the next video. Bye. Thanks.